Oh, you need to go outside? You need to go out, Vader. Come on.
Sandstorm, and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened. Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will put total leather and will get started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Give to the back.
No, come on. I held. I was down. We got to start with this bull.
That's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Hand off from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Off the play fake.
Ah, come.
It's complete on the right side. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time. Just let that ball go.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Got a man. It's Harper. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the defense drags him down. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A first down for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get into my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. And when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Gamecocks will keep this drive going.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Got his man quickly. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Peters. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
a tough
Now
conference right
facing
there.
a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback checking the play. Third down play from the gun. Gets it out quickly. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing your
Oh,
zone,
come
knowing
on.
where to sit down.
I would've
how to
dropped
make it
that.
an easy pitch and catch for the
You gotta play the ball,
and
bro.
that's what it was on third and short.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw.
Ah!
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing the game because coverage is going to be tough. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here.
Leave him alone.
First down here for the offense. Wants to throw. It's Burgess. Safe completion on the screen. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Quick release on the RPO. Across the 25, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final from arguably the best rivalry in the sport, the game between Ohio State and Michigan. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Gamecock fans thoroughly enjoyed a beatdown of Clemson the last time these two met.
And that really was a shocker, not just for fans in the state, but fans around the country watching South Carolina just bring the heat to Clemson last year.
Yeah, and getting a big win like that against a rival, creating momentum in this series and helping on the recruiting trail, building a program to try to make this a fist fight every year.
Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. buys a little time with his feet. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target.
Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line.
Oh, nice
That's
spin.
the timing. He was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus
Oh,
on running.
no way. No way.
Tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Fires to the middle. It's caught. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll try the counter. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end.
Oh, come on, bro.
Incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Burgess. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Holds it in. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Runs through a tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Ah, come
this
on.
is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force.
Are you serious?
No. And the margin remains at 7 after the minute. South Carolina ready to go on the attack.
That hurt.
Another offensive odyssey. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They get him down after he makes the catch. for a second down play. Wide out in motion. Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding getting zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw.
Oh, no.
First. Well done.
Discards a man. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Peters. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. They're going to ride this running back. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down. And the Gamecocks go to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And honestly, that receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Trying to find his man on first down.
There we go, Agent Zero.
Will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front, sees the gap, is able to beat his block and get to the QB.
Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. He's looking to throw.
Oh, come on. Good play.
Open space at the 25. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They'll go with the running game down here. Got some room, headed to the
Come on, bro.
and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Rice. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Burgess.
Oh, damn it. God. Knew that was going to happen.
No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close. Tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy that slot.
Headed to the end zone.
Come on, guys.
Touchdown, South Carolina. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He'll toss it. Just enough there to get it to the 25. They pick up a 2. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air, it's Burgess. Throws for the tight end.
No way, bro.
By the defense. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way.
Ain't no way, bro. He was wide open.
Gamecocks. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense. You're trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Here he comes with the return. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an important.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Dances away from the heat. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That last field goal was a big one. Now it takes a touchdown to beat them. You want to pin them back on the kickoff here. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking for a man. It's Burgess. He's going up top here late in the game. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have